All right, so this is basically the inlet of the lake, and it's looking very marshy here. So let's see if I can get in. There's a little cut in the cattails that I wouldn't mind getting to, but I don't know. We'll see how this is. Ooh, there it gets soggy. I don't want to go too heavy, so a little blank saver, pop style. Let's run an olive one, pink bead. Double up on those. Alright, so I'm gonna run the olive pink one up top. Okay, so between flies, I'm gonna run about 5 feet. It may be even a little bit longer, but I can always adjust if I feel it's too long. And then my little blank saver guy here. Okay, so I am running a floating line. This is a 6 weight, so I got the Stillwater from Echo, 10.5 foot 6. So you can see my leader, it's not super long because it is shallow here, so I'm trying to keep everything up near the surface. So if I stripped in, my leader's running at about 10.5 feet. So I'm gonna wait out here a little ways and just see if I can't work a depression or something. So unroll over here, I had a hit. There we go. Got him. Pretty light eat. Tagged him nonetheless. Sweet. Little rainbow looks like. Don't worry about the net on him. Alright, took the blank saver. Pretty one. That's a wild guy. Oh, and he's off. There you go, another one. That one took the olive pink bead. Fun. Little guy. Some of these long fish. There are fish out here, which is cool. Oh, in this bay. There we are. That one hit hard. That's a good looking bow. These guys are feisty. These cooler water temps. Yeah. Awesome. And a good rainbow. I'm just gonna slow retrieve there. Pretty one. Oh, that's a pretty one. There we had him. There you go. Have I caught you before? Oh, looks like I caught this guy already. Remember the second one? Yeah, the last fish definitely looked like I caught it before. Looked familiar. Too much gun. Oh, come back. There he is. Come here. Thank you, fish. Oh, come on. There he is. Saw the flash on it. That's fun. That is sweet. Come on, buddy. Oh, got two. Right here. Oh, the other one popped off. Got the hook out of her mouth. There we go. Alright, so I moved out down along the bank here to more of the main part of the lake. Definitely drops off deeper area, so I'm gonna go with a little heavier selection of flies. Let's see if I can stay in the same color range. Go orange bead on that guy. Just to get these flies down a little bit more. I may go to a intermediate line, but we'll see. It'll just keep me in the zone a little bit more. But might be able to maintain. So I'm going to count because I'm on a floating line. Get my flies down a little more. Count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And while you're counting, keep your line tight. You may feel it as it drops. Oh, another one. Missed him again. Try a little faster retreat. There we are. That induced the hit and made him stick. Pretty rainbow. On the hot bead. Ooh, that is a really pretty bow. Really pretty bow. Oh, come on, buddy. Smile for the camera. Oh, and he's off. Hopefully you guys saw it. There we go. Now I'm in the game. There we go. As it was dropping. Pause, let it sink again. As it comes in tight to the bank, then I'll work the hang. There he is. Oh, shit, yeah. I wish I had the other camera set up for this. That one totally ate on the hang. Love the hang. A little different. Bringing him in on 10.5 foot. Yeah, look at that guy. So yeah, as you work it in close, you're gonna lift your flies towards the surface, just jigging them, and then that's called the hang. You're actively working them all the way to the surface. Camera on because the batteries are dead. So I got fresh batteries. Oh. Yeah, the last one was really nice. Sweet, no, this one looks like a kokanee almost. That colorless. Cool. Oh. That fly popped up. Yes. Just the hang. There we are. Love it when they eat on the hang. That's a pretty one. There he is. Bang. Ooh, pretty fish. Cool. Alright, so what ended up working today were these 4 flies here, all bugger type patterns. You know, looking at these 2 I ended with, these 2 I started with, so they're smaller sized 10s I think. So yeah, just a hot bead pops bugger with, you know, some orange marabou accents, blank saver style pops bugger. Both tungsten beads, and then going to a humongous in a size 8 I believe, or a 10, but obviously the marabou's much bigger, and that was on my point. Oh, this was on my dropper, this was on my point. That's how I had those set up. And then in the afternoon or later in the day I went with that on my dropper, and then this one on my point. This one was a size 8, and I think it's a 3 mil bead. So yeah, so I just showed you, or yeah, showed you the 4 flies that worked for me today. Stuck with a floating line all day and kind of varied up retrieve. Earlier on, the retrieve definitely was faster, shorter, so 8-10 inch strips, but keeping it, you know, moving not super fast, but you know, just that's about it. You know, giving it a 10 count. So it's keeping the flies in that upper 2 feet. Again, both flies that I had on have tungsten beads on them, so they were getting down some. And then later on in the afternoon, the wind kind of was in and out with long periods of no wind. So I ended up actually going bigger in my fly so I can get a little bit faster sink rate, I mean, just bigger in bead, and slowing down the retrieve. There were definitely several that were basically during the pause, so it'd be a long, slow strip, pause, and then there'd be the eat. Or I was getting a lot of them on the hang too, so which is always fun. You know, you draw them in close and just kind of work the fly right in front of you, and bam. So that's always cool. Yeah, overall, you know, I just fished the 10.5 foot 6-weight Stillwater from Echo. I did have a little bit of input on, you know, their designing of the rod. I had sent a couple of my favorite lake rods, and you know, give them an explanation as to what I was looking for in these lake rods, especially going into comp, fishing out of a boat as well as fishing from the bank. A variety of different techniques, going from pulling lures or woolly bugger type patterns to, you know, crawling nymphs, suspension rigs, that sort of thing. So I was very excited to fish this rod in its element. I know Marsha, you've seen in a couple of videos, she's been fishing the 10-foot 5-weight, using it as a nymphing rod, and it's been phenomenal in that regard. So, you know, definitely has some versatility as to what you can do with these rods, not just, you know, solely on lakes, but as well, you know, versatile into a river component. So give them a shot, give them a try, definitely worth it. and very light in hand, very comfortable grip, casts exceptionally well. Although, you know, I haven't really done a whole lot of bank stuff in a while, so my casts were a bit rusty. You know, when I work in the hang there, having that little bit of extra tip just softened it a bit. So on the hook set, it wasn't overpowering. You know, just preserve that tippet, although I am fishing 3X out here. No need to go any lighter than that. You know, just really played those fish well. And there were definitely quite a few fish that were hooked not that well. You know, they were kind of nippy, basically just chasing down and nibbling on the fly, if you will. So, you know, the hooks in the mouth weren't that substantial to where it wasn't, you know, I probably would have lost a lot more had the rod not responded well in the tip, and basically just an exceptional shock absorber. So yeah, kudos to that. So anyway, pretty exciting to use that Stillwater. Excited to use it some more. You know, just awesome to get out. This lake hadn't been fished all summer. First day it opened, so these fish were hot, eager to eat. And you know, I found quite a few wild fish, which was great. You know, beautiful looking little rainbows. Didn't get any browns. There's a random cutthroat here or there in this lake too. That would have been cool, but all in all, great day. Okay, so that's gonna wrap up our day on some Stillwater. Please like, share the videos, and if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Let's get this channel bumped up as far as subscribers. Patreon viewers, you're gonna see this video ahead of everybody else. Yeah, you know where else to find me: Instagram, Facebook, NMaktima fly fishing. We'll see you guys out on the water in the next video. All right, take care, y'all. Peace.